and I am coming to you live Wednesday morning, the 13th, because tomorrow is Pi Day, 314 Pi. If you know, you know. If you don't, Google it. Ask somebody. They'll be happy to tell you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, excuse me. It's a little after 8 o'clock in the morning, my time here. I just got off work a couple hours or so ago, and I wanted to. My hair don't look too bad. Who cares? This isn't glamour shots. I'm not trying to make a shad profile pic. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here, as the title says, Patio Perspectives. I may start using that title. I don't know where I get this from, but it just came to me, and I said, go with it. What the hell? Uh, Let me start by saying, good morning. I hope everybody's had a wonderful day so far. I don't know when you'll be viewing this, but I hope you have a great day. I hope you've had a wonderful week so far. I hope you're going to continue to have a wonderful week. And if things aren't going well for you, I hope that everything does get better. Because remember, everything happens for a reason. We may not understand it, but there is a reason. There is a method to the madness. Okay. So I wanted to just kind of, you know, flap my gums about a few things. First, yesterday I caught Israel, bottom of the map channel. Please go check them out. Great content. Great content. Israel put a video out. I think he put it out. He may have put it out Monday. I don't know. I woke up yesterday before I went to work last night, and I saw it, so I watched it because I do enjoy Israel and Ike, or Ike and Israel. I love their content. I love their perspectives. Um, so that's why I tell y'all go check them out. Anyway, uh, kind of get off the Ike and Israel promotion here, but excuse me. But anyway, nah, he was basically talking about what a lot of us have been talking about, the the fans, the way they are. Cuban, I'm getting to that. Hang on. And he brought up the fact about the Coach L thing, which is something I mentioned the other day. And I wasn't trying, I just want to give a quick clarification. I really wasn't trying to give credence or validation to, certain folks saying that Larinaga should be removed or replaced. I wasn't saying. I was just saying, just giving an example of whatever. Oh, but it was good stuff. So, to answer Cuban, again, good morning, Cuban. Uh, I will be doing episode 5. I'm gonna put the information up, the pretty thumbnail and all that good YouTube jazz. Uh, I'm gonna do it Friday night. And the reason why I'm going to do it Friday night, because it's Friday. The majority of you fine folks are able to, stay up. And I just wanted to make sure that I don't shortchange it. I thought about doing it tomorrow night, but I'm like, well, you know, let me do it Friday night. Let's do it Friday night, and we can just hang out, have fun. It could be a Friday night free for all, but it will be episode 5, 2008. The title is The Young Bulls. And if you know, you know. Think about it. So, yeah, that's going to happen Friday night. I'll probably right now I'll probably just stay around that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern time slot. I even thought about maybe doing a Saturday afternoon, but I'm like, nah, people gonna probably be out enjoying the spring weather. Cuban might be shaking his booty on the beach during spring break. I don't know. But things are interesting in Miami on South Beach during the spring break. A lot of interesting ideas and ideals. You know, I'll behave now. I will call out one more group. But nah, anyway. Oh, but the main one of the main reasons, actually, it's the third main reason why I'm doing this is yesterday, and I'm glad you're here, Cuban. I'm always glad you're here, but I'm really glad you're here this morning because yesterday, Cuban had what did the cool kids call it? Tagged me on one of his tweets. Uh, and our good friend, I think he calls himself D Money, D as in D Money. I think that's the young man's name. I don't know. Uh, Kane's Insight, and he had this cat with him. And this dude, he had the title of the video was basically, Cam Ward, the best thing since Ken Dorsey. Now, if that's his opinion, if that's their opinion, hey, great, fantastic. Because let's face it, it was pretty slim pickings at quarterback if you think about it for, the last 22 years, 20 years, you know? And again, I'm not here to dispute or say they were wrong. I'm just giving you my opinion, which really doesn't coincide. Well, I don't want to say I differ, but I just offer this advice, this perspective is well I actually once I mean I was only able to stomach about maybe half of it, okay? Because when the expert, the guy that was on with him, was talking about how he, meticulously broke down Cam Ward and everything that he did prior to right now. And he said, basically his data, his research basically only went to Kaya. And he said that off the cuff, he thinks, because apparently he didn't do the same extensive research from Dorsey through Kaya, his opinion is that he thinks Cam Ward would be better. Now, okay, that's cool. I don't care. I'm not arguing. I'm not saying I'm just giving you my perspective. A while back, probably, I think it was back in the summer, I had my little mini series, 40-year favorites, and I really only got to the quarterbacks and the running backs, but what I was doing was giving them my personal rankings of the best, like the top 5 quarterbacks and top 5 running backs since 40 years ago, since '83. And one thing I learned when you're trying to rank those great players, those good players, those 5 young men, it's hard because there's so much to take into consideration. I mean, yeah, you can go by the numbers, you can go by the stats, you can go by this, you can go by that, but there are so many intent. Yes. I'm sorry. Puppy Dog is begging for some love. He thinks I'm ignoring him. Anyway, other puppy dog, she's chewing on her bone. But anyway, what I'm getting at is there's so many intangibles, so many variables in this equation because you have, say like the quarterback position, for instance, you have to take into account the quality of your supporting cast, running backs, receivers, line, defense, the coaching staff. Let's see, you have to take into account the era in which you were in vis-a-vis the quality of opponent. And it's a lot. Again, the numbers may not lie, but they may not tell the whole truth. So far on our Rise of the Fall series, we've been through 04, 05, 06, and 07. And, just in the short little 4 year span that we've been on, I mean, you had Coker, and then now you got Shannon. You've done had like what, 4 different offensive coordinators, uh, et cetera, et cetera. And one thing I tried to do when I was doing my 40 year favorites was to like mix and match, plug and play. In other words, take Ken Dorsey and put him on the 2015 team. Okay, take a Robert Marv, which we will be discussing Friday night, '08. Take Robert Marv, put him on the '01 team, or better yet, take any quarterback from Berlin to Wright to Freeman to Harris, etc. Take them all from last year, from '03 to last year, and you put them on the '01 team. Okay, and what I'm getting at is you take the '01 team, the 2001 team. Everybody knows the lore, the history, you know that I mean, you had basically an NFL team. Theoretically, you basically had an NFL team. And, honestly, I thought about it, and I know I'm going to probably get blasted for this, but let's be honest with ourselves. Who did the '01 team really play? The quality of competition really wasn't there. And if you think about it, you know, it's not like Miami has played. Hey, Katie, how you doing, Miss Katie? Good to see you this morning. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's not like Miami was really playing an SEC type schedule. What I mean by that is ACC really, you just had a handful of teams. I mean, my God, Miami couldn't get past Georgia Tech. Uh, but what I'm getting at is, in my humble opinion, with Cam Ward, and this is not any no, it's not personal with Cam Ward. It's just the principle. Okay, it could be Jimmy Neutron. Okay, but it's this the situation that, as well as Cam Ward may or may not have done at Washington State, as far as Miami goes right now. Yeah, we played Florida State, Virginia Tech, yes, but I'm just saying the overall body of work, the overall body. I know the SEC sucked, I know that, but what I'm getting at is it was. But we're not going to get into that because that's. But what I'm really trying to say is, with Cam Ward, he's made a few good throws in spring practice so far. Fantastic. I like it. I like it. Oh, I mean, it's at 2008, the young Bulls. It's pretty interesting so far. Uh but it's only been spring, 1 week of spring practice in which they're just going around doing some drills, throwing some passes, just kind of easing into it, so to speak. But we have yet to see any on-field product. In other words, I'm not saying that Mr. Ward is not a good quarterback. I am not saying that. I'm just saying I just want to see the product on the field. Maybe he comes out and lights it up. Maybe he don't. I don't know. Okay. Uh, but I think it's a little premature. It may be a little ambitious to crown Cam Ward the greatest quarterback since Ken Dorsey. They said the same thing about Brock Berlin. They said the same thing about Kyle Wright. They said the same thing about Kirby Freeman. The same thing about Robert Marr, Ja'Cory Harris. You know, Kaya, Rozier, Nkosi, Jaron Williams. Do you see where I'm getting at? Okay. And it's just give it my opinion. I just really think, I mean, I mean, dude, this ranks right up there with this is the best, most spectacular historic catch I've seen in 30 plus years of going to Green Tree since I was like 9 years old. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. God bless you. But y'all be sure to flip that switch on your discernment filter to full filtration. Okay. Oh, exactly, Katie. And that's all I'm saying. You know, it's kind of like the other night, Shad at his round table, which I hope Shad and the baby and wife are doing fine. I'm sure he's probably scrubbing some spit up off one of his shirts, I'm sure. And I don't mean that to be an asshole. I'm just saying, look, I know. Anyway, we were discussing on his round table it was Sunday, matter of fact, about is Restrepo the best receiver in the room. Now, me personally I said I don't know. And what I mean is, you know, I don't know because we haven't seen what else is in the room right now. Don't get me wrong. Restrepo had a great season last year. Great season. Okay. I'm not discounting that. Okay. I'm not saying, Restrepo isn't. He very well may be. But we have not seen the likes of the younger guys on the field yet. All right. So, and it's just, again, it goes back to how do you perform on the field in the game during game time situation. That's all I'm saying. But I don't know if y'all heard me at the beginning, but since we had the special K group in, Katie and Cuban, see how it just comes to me. I don't get it. But y'all, if y'all haven't already, y'all go check out Bottom of the Map. Israel put out a video yesterday, day before, talking about these delusional fans. And since he's down there where y'all are, and at the down there in the southern tip of the great state of Florida, he was kind of talking about how the fans in Miami are. I think y'all would probably relate to that more than I can, but still, that's beside the point. He basically shares our opinion. But anyway, I just, I know what these cats are trying to do with their Cam Ward, the greatest thing since Ken Dorsey, we think, because all you did is this extensive research on up to Kaya. But it's just personally this kind of gets on my nerves because every year they say the same thing. Every year they say the same. When I say they, I speak of the hype machine, the corporate radio, the ones who are getting paid, not to say anything negative, just read what's on the card. You people, you talking about you fine folks down there in South Florida is what I mean. No. Nah, I know you play it. But you see, I would say us people up here, but I'm kind of like the only, yeah. I'm probably the only Miami fan, right? But anyway, you got it. But no, I just again we have discussed this at least this seems like 1,000 times, but it's like they just keep you know between last week. Well, no, it was before that, but it's it never ceases to amaze me what they're going to come up with next. What are they going to say next? Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's really all I really. That's all I. That. It's been a long night. Oh, that's really all I had to say. I just wanted to give my 2 bits. Oh, and actually, Cuban, this is kind of for you since you tagged me or whatever it's called on the Twitter uh, post you had. I just couldn't type all this. But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how you can make the claim that Cam Ward is the best quarterback since Ken Dorsey, if not greater than Ken Dorsey, when you didn't do your extensive research that was done back to Kaya. You still had, let's see, Kaya was what, 2015, 2014, around that neighborhood. So you basically blew off 15 years, you know? Uh, that's all I'm saying. I don't understand. I mean, I understand what you're doing. Okay, I know what you're doing, but I don't understand how you can sit there and say that, make that title, make that claim, and just say, "Well, off the cuff, I'm thinking." Nah, dude, you got to come with the numbers, bruh. Because let's face it. If you're gonna rank these quarterbacks, I mean, what metric do you use? Do you simply go off the quarterback rating? Do you go off touchdowns, completions, yards, wins? What do you do? You know. And honestly, just to let y'all know, when I did my 40-year favorite on the quarterbacks, the field generals, it took me a while to come up with what I thought was the best Miami quarterback. And honestly, I came up with Steve Walsh just for the simple fact of the competition that they played back in '88. They got robbed. They got robbed against Notre Dame because Cleveland Gary did not fumble. But, the games that they won in '88 were basically against conference champions. you know. But I'm just saying that's just my opinion. That's my opinion. But see, here's the thing: when I gave my opinion, I kind of went through. Okay, here's what I'm basing it on. I just went by the numbers. But just to say, well, I feel like, nah, dude, because we all have our. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Malik had 10 games. He produced on. Yes, you're right. And nothing against Malik. But if, you know, and that's what's so hard to figure out because there's so many variables in this equation. You know, it, it's crazy. But anyway, I just hope that, oh crap, I'm just knocking stuff all over the place here this morning. What's up with me? I just hope that, I hope all the talent and the potential that these young men have on this 2024 team, I hope it's not squandered. I really hope that it is utilized to the fullest. QB, what's up, dude? I just, it seems like every year for the last few decades, the talent and the potential of the young men on the team has just been It hasn't been nurtured and incubated. It hasn't been cultivated, you know? Just like I said, again, go back to our first four episodes on Rise of the Fall. There's talent. Those are some talented young men. Okay? But it gets, it just doesn't, they don't, I guess they just, development is what I'm trying to think of, you know. And we're going to see, all this talk of Mario and all the opinions and perspective, you know, we're going to see with Mario and Shannon and, and Gidry. We're going to see it. We're going to find out. You know, I kind of agree with the philosophy that with an $8 million coach and $1 million quarterback, yeah, that's got there's got to be something there. And you know, if there's only 7 or 8 wins, of course it depends on how we get to those wins. But if it's the same old, it's gonna be interesting. But I mean that's really all I wanted to say. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's the off season, and I've said it before. You know, the hype machine has upgraded their power unit, and they are just screaming down that track like a Red Bull. How about that, Cuban? Yeah, Red Bull fast this year, buddy. Good Lord. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess they're trying to get a bonus or something. I don't know, but uh, don't forget that's really all I have to say. And again, y'all go give Israel and Ike some love over there at bottom of the map. They basically share the same opinion, same perspective as we do. They're no nonsense. They're gonna tell you exactly how they feel, and they don't care. They don't give a damn about your feelings. They're gonna tell you how they feel, and they're gonna be that way. It's just like what we do. Whether we agree or disagree, we still gonna make sure we tell you how we feel. Cause I don't know about y'all, but I have yet to receive a check. I know Shad's getting checks. Hell, Chad probably got so many checks. He's probably using it as diaper wipes. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm gonna have to ask him that next time we talk. But anyway, yeah. Uh that's my Wednesday patio perspective. I just wanted to throw that out there. Up, Katie, what'd you say? Other teams have great talent. Yeah. It does. I mean, again, going back, and again, if you want to look at it yourself, if you go to the sports-reference.com and you go through the different teams and you can look up the roster, it tells you who was drafted, who went to the NFL. You know, and no, it may not be first round, it may not all be set, but they were in the NFL nonetheless. Okay, and again, even the young men who didn't make it to the NFL, they were still talented. Again, the young bulls. If you know, you know. I'm not going to give it away, but those young men come in, winning the state titles, the alleged national high school champion. They come in, okay? And it is what it is. But I will say this, I don't want to give away any spoilers. I want to keep you in suspense about what happens in '08. But I will say this. Those fine folks over at Georgia Tech, I don't know what their deal is, but they seem to understand Miami's offense and defense better than the coaches who are getting paid by the University of Miami. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. So anyway, uh, that's really all I have. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Good Lord, dogs. Cuban, Katie, QB, glad y'all could come by. So yeah, we're gonna do it Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. It will be episode 5 of the series Rise of the Fall, 2008, The Young Bulls. So, and we'll just, I mean, I got, matter of fact, when I get done with this, I got a few more slides to make right quick. But if we go 10 hours, we go 10 hours. If we go 2 hours, we go 2 hours. It's, I just, I just want to make sure that those, like Miss Katie, for instance, poor thing, she was in a papoose during this time. But us old dudes, me and Cuban, that's right, Cuban, I called you old. We experienced this. We watched it, we lived it. We're still suffering from it. But I just want the I guess younger generation of Miami fans. On the YouTube, Cuban, it's bottom of DA map. Just type that in. Go if you search it on YouTube. Bottom of DA map. Yeah. But I guess it's just my way, our way of trying to show the younger crop of Canes fans, what exactly we mean when we say things. And it's all stat based, it's all data based. We throw a little thoughts and theories in there based on the stats and the data. And again, it can be boring. It's not one of those entertaining Coach Coop shows, which he does a fantastic job of. It's not as exciting as a Coach Hayes late night. But in my opinion, it's something that needs to be talked about. To just say, hey, here's what happened. And if you all been paying attention, and most of y'all, Katie and Cuban and QB, y'all been there since day one. So there are so many similarities to what happened then to what happened now. And the crazy thing is, we're going to continue to see those similarities. And when those of us more older, more seasoned veterans of Miami football history, when we come up and talk about that, and then people say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, you're just living in the past. Well, surprise, surprise, buddy. But anyway, that's really all I got. Like I said, I just wanted to say, when Israel talked about the delusional fans and the Coach L. Yeah, you're right. SC, this is a great place. A person can feel welcome. Hey man, look, Katie, that's what I do. It's like being on the patio. I mean, that's the essence of what started all this madness that I've created. It's like we come together, whether it's here on the patio, front porch, at Sebastian Street Studio. I know it sounds fancy, but where my main hub is. It's like, again, I want us to come together And when we fellowship, whether you come on screen with me or you're in the chat, I want it to be like we're on the patio. We're at the park. Okay? You got you got the music playing. Okay, you got the barbecue pit is smoking its ass off with whatever meats or vegetable, whatever you put on the barbecue pit. Okay, and you got some fellowship. You know, the cups are flowing, the bottles are full and cold. You know, it's kind of like just, you know, I don't know how any other way to explain it. You know, I don't want this to be. That's just the only way I can say. It's just like we're just sitting on the patio, we're chilling, we're at the park, you know, sitting in the lawn chairs or whatever. You know, we're just chilling, good music playing, you know, delightful smells coming from the barbecue pit, you know, or whatever you cook with. Just, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, like a cookout. Okay. And if you know, you know. You know. That's all. And that's all. That's why I want. You know, I just want to provide a place where everybody is welcome. All perspectives, all opinions, all point of views are welcome, unless you're a knucklehead. You know, that's all. That's all. And y'all, and so far, man, y'all have been the greatest. I can't say it or stress it enough about the since I've started doing this, the the caliber of people that I have had the pleasure, the fortune, and the blessing of meeting and communicating with, man, y'all some good people, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. We all come from different walks of life. We come from different parts of the world. You know, we all come from different variations of, you know, streaming and stuff. But at the end of the day, I love it just to be able to hang out with you people. I mean, I say, sorry, Cuban, to get to hang out with you guys. How about that? You know, because, like I said, being up here just north of the Baton Rouge area, there really isn't a cotillion of Canes fans. I'm probably the only one, you know. Oh, and for those of you that are not in the South Florida area, you're out in other parts of you know what I mean. It just is what it is. That's why I like this. This is why I like it. I get the fellowship with fans, you know. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. So again, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you haven't had a wonderful day or if you have not had a wonderful week, I really hope things get better for you. Because remember, in the end, everything happens for a reason. We may not understand it, but it does happen. And again, thanks to Cuban, Katie, and QB. It almost ooh, it's a lot of K sounds, but we're not going to go there. Ooh boy. All right, it's time to wrap this thing up. It's getting a little out of hand. But y'all know, I'm just having fun with y'all. You know, it's like JJ says, I'm just jiving, Ma. I'm just jiving. Love me some good times. I love good times, man. Anyway, so thank y'all for stopping by. As you know, peace, love, and soul. It's all about the you. No matter how good or how bad it is, it's always about the you. So thank y'all so much. And again, that's bottom of the DA map. Ike and Israel. Y'all need to check them cats out. And if you do check them out, please like and please give some comments to them. Tell them you appreciate it, you hate it, whatever. Just let them know you watch it, you know. And tell somebody. That's the whole purpose of Check It Out Corner. Let everybody check it out. Everybody, hopefully we can get everybody together. So anyway, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. Have a lovely day, and I will see y'all Friday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. And if you're anywhere else in the world, do the math, because I don't really have time for it. Bye.